Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, sorry. Couldn't find that mute button fast enough. I was muted. I did that last time too. So welcome. Now I'm not muted. The short story is it's Thursday, not Tuesday. And thanks for joining us. And also my apartment is cold. Thrilling information. So I'm running a space heater by my feet, and I hope it's not too loud. Hope everyone is doing well, getting ready for winter holidays, if you celebrate any. Although I suppose if there's any of you who celebrate Hanukkah, tonight's the first night. And if you're spending the first night of Hanukkah with us, I am deeply touched. We put up our Christmas tree. That means it's time for me to do trivia. We put up our Christmas tree, I guess almost 2 weeks ago now, the Thanksgiving weekend. And our 2-year-old is obsessed. But it's downstairs and she can't do the stairs by herself because we have these spiral metal death stairs. And so she'll sit at the like top of the landing by the banister and look down at the tree and just yell, "Chrism treat, Chrism treat," which is adorable, and also what we're going to call the Christmas tree for the rest of her life. So I hope she's happy with her choice. Yes, some of the skating media crew that we have a weekly call with got to hear firsthand what Claire calls the Chrism treat. So if you are new to trivia, I'll go over all the rules and everything at about 8:05. If you haven't registered for this week yet, there's a registration link in the video description. And you can just give us an idea that you are playing, which helps us especially at the end of round 1. Not wait around too long in awkward silence while I try to figure out if everyone's turned their answers in or not. We got some skating news today. Everything's canceled, except not Worlds yet. So, yeah, I assume if most of you are playing online ice dance trivia, you're hip to the skating news. But the ISU decided to fully cancel the Grand Prix final, which previously they had only postponed. And they canceled Europeans. And I believe World Junior Synchro was still on the books. And so that's no longer on the books either. So, not surprising, as coronavirus cases in many parts of the world start to skyrocket and are likely to continue to get worse over December holidays. So, here included. So, with that, I appreciate all of you staying home and playing online trivia with us. And I hope you're all staying safe, as safe as possible. I'm still going to the grocery store because all year, and my grocery store still has not managed to get a handle on the delivery or curbside. I don't know. I think you have to shop in the middle of the night to get a time slot. But in the middle of the night, I'm sleeping. So, usually. There's not really a theme tonight, but I did try to throw in some holiday-ish flavor just for kicks. So there's a few questions that have, a bit to do with December, Christmas, mainly Christmas. People don't typically do a lot of competitive skating to Christmas carols. I suppose there are Christmas shows, but I don't usually ask questions about shows, So there's just a few questions with a bit of Christmas flavor just for fun. And with that, it's 5 minutes after, so we're going to get started. Thanks to everyone for joining us tonight, especially if there's anyone who celebrates Hanukkah. Happy first night of Hanukkah. We are excited to be back with IDC Trivia for the 16th time this year, probably for the last time in 2020, because Daphne and I both celebrate Christmas, so we'll be pretty occupied in 2 weeks. But thanks for making the switch with us to Thursday night. If you're not playing live and playing later, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate the community that we have that joins us for trivia, even though it's just some names on a YouTube chat. It really is something that we look forward to and that we've enjoyed putting together in this crazy year. So hope you enjoy our last trivia challenge for 2020. In case there's anyone new, this is how it works. Teams are great if you'd like to play in a team. If you don't have a team this time and want to have a team next time, tell some people. If you are playing in a team, we ask that you keep your teams to 6 people or less. There's a Google form for each round. The links are in the description below the video, and you'll submit your answers there at the end of each round. If you're on a team, only one person needs to submit the answers. Make sure you put the same team name at the top of the form every time. We will play 3 rounds plus a final question. As usual, the rounds are general trivia, music trivia, and picture ID. There are no points lost for wrong answers until we get to the final question. And when you're identifying a team, last names are fine. We don't need first names, and spelling doesn't count as long as we can decipher who it is that you're talking about. And most importantly, don't cheat, don't look up answers, don't Google it. It's just for fun, so let's keep it fun. Oh, you guys love seeing me every week. Oh, I feel bad that I'm like the only person that's like visible. We thought, like, back in the early days, we thought about doing it on Zoom, but that seemed complicated. And also, a lot of people are like on Zoom all the time for work, and we don't want to contribute to any Zoom fatigue, so we decided on this format. Okay, so trivia question, 6 questions, 6 points each. I'll give you about 90 seconds between each question to consider your answer and confer with your team if applicable. And then at the end of the round, I'll give you a little extra time. So if you need to take a screenshot or take notes on anything. Sorry, the last thing I used my timer app for was bread. So it was set to 45 minutes. We don't need that. Okay. So round 1, question 1. Which team comprised of 2 Olympians, one with ice dance experience and one without, made their debut at NHK Trophy a few weeks ago? Question 1. Which team comprised of 2 Olympians, one with ice dance experience and one without, made their debut at NHK Trophy a few weeks ago? Moving on to question 2. Teams from only 3 different countries have won the European title every year since 1996. Which 3 countries are they? Teams from only 3 different countries have won the European title every year since 1996. Which 3 countries are they? Question number 3. Which team had 4 top 5 finishes at Worlds in the 2000s? Only one of those trips to Worlds resulted in a medal. Question 3. Which team had 4 top 5 finishes at Worlds in the 2000s? Only one of those trips to Worlds resulted in a medal. Oh, clarification. Yes, that does mean between 2000 and 2009. Sorry, it's a weird decade to try to name. Okay, question number 4. Which 2 countries often have their nationals on or right around December 25th? Number 4. Which 2 countries often have their nationals on or right around December 25th? Question number 5. Which event with a Christmas theme name is held in late November or early December in Budapest? It does not usually have a deep dance roster, but it was the international debut for both Zagorski and Guerrero in 2015 and Hurtado and Cagliavin in 2016. Question number 5. Which event with a Christmas theme name is held in late November or early December in Budapest? It does not usually have a deep dance roster, but it was the international debut for both Zagorski and Guerrero in 2015 and Hurtado and Cagliavin in 2016. And last question of round 1, question 6, is always name the year. If you're new to us, I'm looking for one 4-digit year, not a season with 2 years in it, just one 4-digit year. And I'll give you 4 facts or events that relate to a single year. So question number 6, name the year. The U.S. Championships were held in Spokane, Washington for the second time in 4 years. The host country medaled in ice dance at Worlds. Madison Chalk won her first of many Grand Prix medals. And Dubreuil and Lauzon's daughter was born on Christmas Eve. Question number 6, name the year. The U.S. Championships were held in Spokane, Washington for the second time in 4 years. The host country medaled in ice dance at Worlds. Madison Chalk won her first of many Grand Prix medals. And Dubreuil and Lauzon's daughter was born on Christmas Eve. Hence what I meant about Christmas-esque questions. Okay. That will do it for round 1. I'll give you about 3 minutes to finish thinking about those answers. You can submit your round 1 Google form whenever you're ready. Make sure you pick round 1. And I'll give you a 1-minute warning. About 1 minute left. All right, get those answers in. Okay. So round 1, question 1. Which team, comprised of 2 Olympians, one with ice dance experience and one without, made their debut at NHK Trophy a few weeks ago? I had to write a few because I think it was 2 weeks ago, but I cannot keep track of time. So I think everyone got this one right. It was obviously Kana Miyamoto and Daisuke Takahashi. Question number 2. Teams from only 3 different countries have won the European title every year since 1996. Which 3 countries are they? They are France, Italy, and Russia. Question number 3. Which team had 4 top 5 finishes at Worlds in the 2000s? Only one of those trips to Worlds resulted in a medal. That would be Delabelle and Schoenfelder. Their only world medal was a gold in 2008. Question number 4. Which 2 countries often have their nationals on or right around December 25th? And those countries are Japan and Russia. I think both are still likely to hold their competitions. So, although there might be some withdrawals from the current roster released for Russia. So, but if you don't have big Christmas plans, at least there'll be skating to watch, right? Question number 5. Which event with a Christmas theme name is held in late November or early December in Budapest? It does not usually have a deep dance roster, but it was the international debut for both Zagorski and Guerrero in 2015 and Hurtado and Khaliavin in 2016. And that's the Santa Claus Cup. I always hope that instead of like a podium, they'll have like a Santa to like present your medals like as you sit on Santa's lap and tell him what you want for Christmas. That's the kitsch I think they should go with. Except not this year. No lap sitting. Question number 6. Name the year. The U.S. Championships were held in Spokane, Washington for the second time in 4 years. The host country medaled in ice dance at Worlds. Madison Chalk won her first of many Grand Prix medals. And Dubrain Lauzon's daughter was born on Christmas Eve. That would be 2010. Okay, we are going straight into round 2. Back to music identification. 6 questions, 6 points each. Still no audio clips. 6 questions, general music identifications of programs, and you'll name usually the music or the team depending on the question. Question number 1. Which 2 senior international teams skated to the Pas de Deux from the Nutcracker in the 2016-17 season? They competed against each other several times. Question number 1. Which 2 senior international teams skated to the Pas de Deux from the Nutcracker in the 2016-17 season? They competed against each other several times. Question number 2. More Nutcracker. Which senior international team skated to the Waltz of the Flowers from the Nutcracker for their 2015-16 short dance? Question number 2. Which senior international team skated to the Waltz of the Flowers from the Nutcracker for their 2015-16 short dance? Question number 3. In the 2004-05 season, Sinead and John Kerr skated a foxtrot in their OD to a jazz standard that is often played at Christmas time. What was the song? Question number 3. In the 2004-05 season, Sinead and John Kerr skated a foxtrot in their OD to a jazz standard that is often played at Christmas time. What was the song? Question number 4. Karis Ralph and Asher Hill had some of their best results in the 2011-12 season and went on to their only worlds. Which style of dance was their free dance? Karis Ralph and Asher Hill had some of their best results in the 2011-12 season and went to their only worlds. Which style of dance was their free dance? Whoops. Question number 5. Penny Coombs and Nick Buckland showed off crowd-pleasing lifts in their 2010-11 free dance set to music from which musical? Question number 5. Penny Coombs and Nick Buckland showed off crowd-pleasing lifts in their 2010-11 free dance set to music from which musical? And the final question of round 2, question 6. Which U.S. team skated to Trouble by Elvis Presley for a blues/swing short dance in the 2016-17 season? Number 6. Which U.S. team skated to Trouble by Elvis Presley for a blues swing short dance in the 2016-17 season? And that wraps up round 2. You can submit your answers. Make sure you use the round 2 Google form. I'll give you about 3 more minutes to finish thinking and conferring with teammates. And I'll give you a 1-minute warning. About 1 minute left. Okay, go ahead and submit those answers. We're going to go over the questions in just a moment. Okay. Round 2, question 1. Which 2 senior international teams skated to the Pas de Deux from the Nutcracker in the 2016-17 season? They competed against each other several times. Those 2 teams were Guignard and Fabry and Tobias and Tachenko. If you played with us in I think maybe week 1, the very first one we did, when I was still doing audio clips, those 2 Nutcracker selections were included in the super, super long audio round. Question number 2. Which senior international team skated to the Waltz of the Flowers from the Nutcracker for their 2015-16 short dance? That was a waltz year. And that was Caitlin Hawayak and Jean-Luc Baker. She had the tiara and the very pretty pink dress that I want to steal and dress my child in. Question number 3. In the 2004-05 season, Sinead and John Kerr skated a foxtrot in their OD to a jazz standard that is often played at Christmas time. Sorry about the awkward wording. What was that song? It was Baby It's Cold Outside. Maybe not the best choice for a sibling team to skate to. Probably not their best program. But memorable. I still remember it. Question number 4. Karis Ralph and Asher Hill had some of their best results in the 2011-12 season and went to their only worlds. Which style of dance was their free dance? It was a tango. Question number 5. Penny Coombs and Nick Buckland showed off crowd-pleasing lifts in their 2010-11 free dance set to music from which musical? And that was The Lion King. You know, I have this very, very vivid memory that I completely fabricated of them skating that Lion King program, which I really liked, at the Olympics in 2010, which I attended. And I really feel like I saw this program there, but I didn't, because they did it after, the season after. So that was a revelation for me on Wikipedia this weekend, or earlier in the week. Question number 6. Which U.S. team skated to Trouble by Elvis Presley for a blues swing short dance in the 2016-17 season? And that team was Eliana Pogrebinski and Alex Benoit. Okay, we're going to check in and see how the scores are doing. Stand by just a bit. Okay, we're going to skip the score update here. So I can make sure the formulas are hooked up properly. So I'll work on that during the next round. And we are going to round number 3, picture ID. 6 photos, 6 points each. How it works. We'll have 6 photos with the faces blurred. I'll give you the season. You name the team. And I promise no compulsories. So photo number 1 is from the 2013-14 season. Photo number 2 is from the 2018-19 season. Okay, and I have the scores from the end of round 2. So a brief interlude. For a score update, in first place with 66 points, Flatten the Curve Lift. I approve. That name made me chuckle. In second place with 63 points, Maybelle. In third place with 57 points, Figure Skaters Online. In fourth place with 52 points, Debbie S. Tied for fifth with 48 points, Amanda and the Ladies Caliph. With 42 points, Catherine. With 39 points, Linda Loves Twizzles. And with 30 points, Anita. And back to our regularly scheduled round 3. Photo number 3 from the 2003-04 season. Photo number 4 from the 2010-11 season. Photo number 5 from the 2013-14 season. And photo number 6 from the 2019-20 season. And here are all 6 photos. You can use the round 3 form. Sorry, mom brain. Use the round 3 form to submit your answers whenever you're ready. I'll give you about 3 more minutes, and I'll give you a 1-minute warning. About a minute left. And time is up. Go ahead and submit your answers. We'll go over the photo round momentarily. Okay. I have a super long lag between like when I'm talking and when it's being transmitted to you guys. So hence the awkward pause, but I think we're good now. All right. Round 3, photo number 1 from the 2013-14 season. And these lovely little kiddos are Maya Shibutani and Alex Shibutani. I guess they're not true kiddos then, but compared to now, they seem like kiddos. Photo number 2 from the 2018-19 season. These are Canadians Haley Sales and Nicholas Wamsteker. Photo number 3 from the 2003-04 season. Our token throwback of the round. These costumes got passed around the Spiel band teams quite a bit in the O's, but they originally belonged to Tanith Belbin and Ben Augusto. Photo number 4 from the 2010-11 season. I always really like this dress and the photos from it. This team was Pernell Caron and Lloyd Jones. Photo number 5 from the 2013-14 season. And this was Elena Elenik and Nikita Katsalapov. I always forget about this dress, but it is very much my brand. I would 100% wear this dress the next time I need a formal gown. Photo number 6 from the 2019-20 season. Similar to the previous mauve dress. This is Natalie Tashlarova and Philip Tashler. I think they have competed this year. I don't know if they kept these costumes or not. But the photo is from last season at any rate. Okay, we are going to check in with the scores very soon. Working on those still. Yeah, it's super weird because I'm working off of my laptop and then I have my desktop computer on so I can monitor the chat in case anyone has questions. But it's super weird to see the screen 30 seconds late. I don't know. I must have buffering or whatnot. I got really behind. So here I am speaking into the void. I feel like these photo rounds are getting harder. It's getting harder and harder for me to find photos. And I definitely think they are getting harder for you guys because the photos get more and more obscure. But I still think they're fun. There were definitely some tough ones in there, so don't, or try not to feel too bad. You are entitled to feel however you'd like. But you are not alone, I guess is what I should say, if you feel like you had no idea on a few of those. Okay. So score update, out of a possible 108 points. In first place with 99 points, we have Maybelle. Little lead change, but still close behind with 96 points. Flatten the curve lift with 78 points. Amanda with 70 points. Debbie S. 69 points, Figure Skaters Online. 66 points, The Ladies Caliph. And tied at 54 points, Catherine and Anita. And with 39 points, Linda Loves Twizzles. Okay. So, on to the final question. Just as a refresher, for the final question, there will be multiple answers. We'll give you 2 points for every correct answer and 1 point lost for every wrong answer. So, final question. Which teams won a medal at a 2020 Grand Prix event? Which teams won a medal at a 2020 Grand Prix event? So list as many medalists as you can. And I'll give you guys about 6 minutes. We are right at about the 3-minute mark. 3 minutes left. About a minute left. All right, it's time to turn your answers in. Go ahead and hit submit on that final question Google form. Due to the weird lag, we're all having timing issues, it seems, with YouTube today. So I'm going to err on the side of caution and speak into the void for a little bit. But go ahead and hit submit so we can get moving. Okay. So final question. Which teams won a medal at a 2020 Grand Prix event? Obviously a weird year. Only 4 Grand Prix events. Some very small. So some people got to medal that would not have medaled in a typical year. So alphabetically, by lady's first name, we have Carrera and Ponomarenko, Chen and Sun, Fukaze and Cho. We also accept Fukaze and Zhang. Hawayak and Baker, Hubble and Donahue, Komatsubara and Coletto, Muramoto and Takahashi, Ning and Wang, Sinitsina and Katsalapov, Skopsova and Alyoshin, and Wang and Liu. And, sorry, I was counting. One more click. And Zagorski and Guerrero. So that's a big chunk of text to score. So stand by while we check all those answers. Thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for following us to our new night. And yeah, if you celebrate a December holiday, happy holidays to you. Hope you get to experience some cozy, warm evenings in front of a Christmas tree with a cup of hot cocoa, if that's your jam. Or get to relax however you'd like to. I make really fantastic peppermint hot chocolate. But I still haven't managed to pick up all the recipes. And I was just at the grocery store today for my once a week shopping, and I still forgot. So I guess that means I might have to do an online order. I require 2 different types of hot chocolate. Milk, peppermint squares from Ghirardelli, and usually a little Bailey's unless it's morning. And I tried to order a giant bag of peppermint squares from Costco, and it was like the only thing on my order that got canceled. It was really upsetting. Yes, hot cocoa with Bailey's. We actually, I guess we must have finished our bottle of Bailey's last year before we moved. We threw a small New Year's Eve party at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because our daughter was a little over a year old, and a lot of my friends had kids around the same age. Because the only new friends I made after I moved to California was in my mom group. So, yeah, we had like a 6 p.m. ball drop in our house. So everyone could take their kids home and go to bed. But yeah, I think they finished off my Baileys as we wanted them to, since we moved a couple days later. But, yeah. Need to restock. Okay, I think we have the final scores. So, in our very close race to the top, both of our top 2 teams got all 12 teams right. So there's no change in standings. In first place, Maybelle with 123 points. And in second place with 120 points, Flatten the Curve lift. In third place with 94 points, Amanda. In fourth place with 91 points, Figure Skaters Online. This is where I always get lost. Fifth place with 88 points, Debbie S. In sixth place with 79 points, The Ladies Caliph. In seventh place with 72 points, Catherine. With 66 points, Anita. And with 56 points, Linda Loves Twizzles. So thanks to all of you for playing. Oh no, an allergy to mint. Oh no. Yeah, I have a friend who can't have peppermint specifically. Other types of mint are fine, but she can't have peppermint. That is, chocolate mint is my go-to, man. I will sometimes order a peppermint mocha on a chilly day in like April at Starbucks. So, yeah, thanks for coming out. Have a great night. Stay safe, please. Everyone, stay COVID-free. I hope everyone's families are safe as well and doing well. My extended family has been sick this year, but fortunately, everyone has been doing well for a few months. So, but just as more and more friends are being affected, I worry about everyone I know and love. So, hope everyone has a great December and has a wonderful time ushering 2020 out the door. And we will see you next year. Bye.